We're going to walk through the safe and proper way to replace a jewel gland on a hydraulic cylinder. Before beginning, ensure you are wearing the appropriate PPE, including protective eyewear and safety gloves. Have rags for cleaning up hydraulic fluid readily available, and securely clamp your cylinder into a vise. When working on a hydraulic cylinder, the first thing you want to make sure of is that you have no trapped pressure inside of the cylinder. To do this, look for cartridge valves and counterbalance valves. Make sure you have removed all the hydraulic pressure so you have a good, safe working environment. If the cylinder has plugs in it, remove the plugs. Make sure you have a drain available close to you to remove the hydraulic fluid that may be inside. The first step you're going to take to remove a gland is going to need a special gland tool that we offer in the catalog and is also available in the instructions that come with the kit. You will also need a spanner wrench tool to be able to remove the gland. Start by getting the right size tool to fit in the 4 notches located on the gland. Do not use a punch and a hammer, as you can damage the surface area and possibly injure yourself. It is very important to use the proper tools. Fix this up firm against the gland as hard as you can. Take your spanner wrench tool, insert it in one of the holes, and then try to move it by hand. If it doesn't move by hand right away, you can use a light hammer, but it should easily come loose. With a little bit of force, you'll see it broke free and then continue to spin this. When you see it no longer coming out any further from the cylinder, you know you've completely removed contact of the threads to the head of the cylinder. At this point, the easiest thing to do is to remove it from the vise that you have the cylinder securely fastened to, so you can get a good view inside of the cylinder for replacing the cartridge. Now that you've been able to break your Parker 2H threaded jewel gland loose while it was in the vise, you can move it in front of you to make it easier to work with. You'll take your gland tool wrench, like you had before, and you should be able to gently loosen it up. Now once you start it, you may be able to back it out by hand, and you'll keep backing it out until most of the threads are exposed, keeping light pressure on the tool to make sure that it's fully engaged. You can see it's coming out nicely, getting towards the end, and we're at a point where it's no longer coming out. Now you'll take a screwdriver or a blunt end tool, get in here lightly behind the threads, and it should slide right out. There is your completed jewel gland assembly that you will be replacing. Also located inside of a cylinder in this groove down here is the O-ring. That O-ring must be replaced. When you receive your new gland, your O-ring will be located here on the end, and it must be removed and replaced inside of the cylinder. Next, you'll grab your brand new jewel gland. Before you insert it into the cylinder, make sure there's no burrs, threads, or scars on the end of the rod, and you should be able to lightly move the rod out and do a brief inspection. Everything here looks good. If threads here are close to the gland, you can put masking tape on the threads to ensure there's no damage to the seal. You will see a taper right here on the rod that will help with ease of assembly. You will then take your gland, slide it over, push it down until it's fully seated against the head. Then you will grab your gland wrench and slowly run the gland into the head of the cylinder until it firmly bottoms out. It will come to an abrupt stop when the bottom of the taper of the gland matches with the taper at the bottom of the head. Now that we're at the very end, take a spanner wrench, put it on there, and give it a slight tap. Make sure it's fully seated against the bottom of the head. Make sure you're always using Parker-approved gland seals. And if you need information as far as the correct gland kit, it is located on the side of the box. And you will need the serial number off the cylinder located on the tag and also stamped into the side of the head, located 90 degrees clockwise from the port. You have now successfully replaced a jewel gland on a hydraulic cylinder. For more information on how to replace a jewel gland, go to parker.com/had.